Netflix has just announced that they did something in secret that will probably shock a lot of you guys and certainly was a surprise to me. They have done something with the Avatar series that nobody was expecting, but a lot of us will welcome. Instead of shooting just season 2 of the show and confirming its release, they actually shot both season 2 and season 3 at the same time. This is a huge relief and quite shocking considering the poor reception that the first season got. It may also point to something incredible for the story in these upcoming seasons. So hit that subscribe button and let's get into the news. So Netflix's live action Avatar The Last Airbender has officially wrapped production on both its second and third seasons in November 2025, concluding a 2-year shoot that covered the entire remainder of Aang's storyline from the original Nickelodeon show. The dual season production marks one of Netflix's most ambitious serialized adaptations to date, encompassing the Earth Kingdom and Fire Nation arcs that will complete the whole saga. Following the premiere of season 1 in February 2024, the series was renewed for an additional 2 seasons in March of the same year. Filming for season 2 began in late 2024 and concluded in May 2025. Immediately following that, production of season 3 began, and both seasons were actually filmed consecutively at Vancouver's Volume Stage using a custom LED environment that recreated Ba Sing Se, the Fire Nation capital, and the Northern Air Temple. The final slate was filmed in October 2025, and the cast and crew celebrated the official wrap just a few days ago. Netflix confirmed the news through behind-the-scenes photos showing the main cast in costumes alongside the director, making posts to confirm that both seasons have wrapped. Now, we know that season 2 is expected to, of course, adapt Book to Earth of the original series following Aang, Katara, and Sokka's journey through the Earth Kingdom and the introduction of Toph Beifong. Toph Beifong has been cast, and we know who that is. Season 3 will, of course, be the adaptation of Fire, and we will get way more on Aang's mastery of the final element being fire, although he also needs to learn water, remember that. He didn't really learn water in season 1, but he will also be confronting Fire Lord Ozai, of course, as he did in the original series. Now, leaks have pretty much confirmed that the major narrative landmarks include the fall of Ba Sing Se, the Eclipse invasion, and of course Sozin's Comet, and these were filmed over the past year, suggesting a faithful reconstruction of the animated series. All principal cast members have returned for the new seasons, including Gordon Cormier as Aang, Kyo Entio Tarbell as Katara, Ian Astley as Sokka, Dallas Liu as Prince Zuko, and Daniel Day Kim as Fire Lord Ozai. Production added several key roles from the later arcs, among them of course being Toph Beifong and Azula. And now that we know all the details about the production, let's get into some really interesting speculation about what this could mean for season 2 and 3. It's plausible that the adaptation will deepen familiar arcs by reframing characters and the stakes. For example, rather than simply presenting Toph Beifong as a blind prodigy earthbender exactly as in the animation, the show might reframe her as more of a mentor figure who has wrestled with her disability in a radically different way, emphasizing psychological trauma and growth rather than the physical side of the disability. Similarly, we might see Zuko's redemption arc reframed to focus less on honor and more on the systemic fallout from the Fire Nation's imperial legacy. That would mean his shift of allegiance becomes a political reckoning rather than purely personal. And this is just based off what we've heard from the leaks, what we've heard from the insiders, and of course, season 1's slightly different take on things than the original series. The looming Sozin's Comet might be introduced not as a final ticking clock device as in the original, but as a spiritual force that forces Aang to reconcile with his past incarnations and the consequences of his 100-year slumber, turning the climax into a dialogue between the avatars, elements, and generational trauma. At the same time, the Earth Kingdom arc might be expanded. The defeat and fall of Ba Sing Se could definitely use way more scenes to show what happened off screen and what we didn't get to see in the original animated series. But what do you guys think will happen in the show when it finally comes out? And are you happy that they've done 2 seasons both at once, confirming that both season 2 and season 3 have been greenlit? What do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. If you made it this far, drop a thank Mr. Zuko in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.